Hello and welcome to our demonstration for Genee Spark. Spark is Genee's whiteboarding software. It's very simple to use. So first off, you can see how we can insert images. Simple, two-tap and draw the image in so you can control the size and location. It's just as simple to bring in videos. You can see we select our video and draw it into its location. We could do this full screen, but we've made it into a small window because it shows some of the other features we can do, such as where we can take snapshots to build up a storyboard, and we can also, of course, annotate those snapshots, as well as selecting the video and annotating over the video feed as well, so we can provide details and analysis for our students on what's happening in the video. Spark also allows us to insert a live camera feed, for example from a visualizer. So this is my visualizer. You can see I can annotate over that live visualizer feed, great if we're doing experiments, and I can also snapshot out of that camera feed and annotate over that, so I could be using that to snapshot student work. Spark includes an infinite canvas. The infinite canvas lets you scroll in any direction, an unlimited amount, so you're not limited by the amount of space, and your lesson is allowed to grow organically. Here you can see we've got the solar system to scale, and we can scroll and navigate around that solar system, and then zoom in to look at the individual planets without leaving our one canvas. We can then, of course, zoom right out and view the entire solar system, and again, we can select a specific area that we'd like to go into. Spark also allows us to use an intelligent pen. Now what the intelligent pen does is it tries to approximate what you're trying to draw, and it will then tidy that up and make that look very presentable for you. This is great for examples when you're doing mind maps or if you're trying to draw shapes for your students, which can be very difficult to do on a digital screen. And you can see that this is going to be much easier for your students to understand and something that the teacher won't have to go back and improve at a later date if they want to share that in some way. We also have handwriting recognition, so you can write straight onto your screen, and instead of having to remain with your handwriting, you can convert that to text, change the fonts, change the colours, change the sizes, and again, make that very easy for your students to engage with. Spark automatically records all of the actions that you undertake on your canvas. So without the teacher having to do anything, they can always play back individual sections or entire slides so that the students can benefit from viewing those actions. They can also perform a loop playback, which allows the teacher to step away from the screen and to discuss with other students whilst the screen is still giving the benefit to the rest of the class, with that information being played back. This information saves in the file and is available later. Spark will allow you to capture images from other programs. Here you can see we're capturing the desktop. This could also be web browsers, PowerPoint documents, whatever it is that you're using, you can capture those images and bring them into Spark. So here we're capturing a region, which is great if you go onto Google Images and you want to bring an image into Spark. That's a really simple way to capture it. We can also use the irregular capture to draw around specific shapes, and that saves a lot of work in editing images later on to make them fit what we want them to do. Spark also includes a floating toolbar so that you can annotate over other applications. Here we're annotating over the desktop, but just as easily we could load up any program, be that a web browser, PowerPoint, whatever we want to use. We can perform our annotations, but then of course once we perform those annotations we can save those annotations back into Spark, and that puts that as a slide within our Spark document, which we can then annotate over further and of course work within our infinite canvas. Spark includes a number of subject specific toolbars. Here we've got the chemistry toolbar and we're building up the equipment that's needed for today's experiment, and we can draw that equipment in, making it very quick and easy for the teacher. There's also formula recognition, interactive periodic tables, and various symbols. We have a physics toolbar, which has a number of physics tools to build up physics experiments, circuit diagrams, magnetics, optics. And you can also see here we've got our maths toolbar. And the maths toolbar gives us tools like the compass, protractors, set squares, rulers, as well as formula recognition. Hopefully this is useful today. Please contact us for more information.